BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.
Hey guys, Andrea Fasano here at South Hall at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it is such an awesome first day here at CES 2016. Right now I'm with Marv from Analogix, and he is displaying the SlimPort. Marv is really passionate about this product, so I am really excited to talk to you about this. Welcome to the show.
Andrea, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to share with you what SlimPort's all about and where technology's going with video out on mobile devices.
Absolutely. And so when I came up to you and started talking about this product, I said, how does this compare to the Apple TV?
Right.
So let's get into that, because I think in the comparison, you can also display what the awesome positives are to the SlimPort.
Right. So the first thing I'd say is this whole computing world about how do you connect computers and apps and things that feel like apps to your TV. Things are happening really, really fast, and everybody's trying to innovate, and there are a lot of pros and cons to a lot of different solutions. So Apple TV is a great solution for people who want that, and it fits the way they want to do things.
But that's more streaming.
That's more about streaming apps, and then you're certainly using things that are related to Apple. Now, for instance, let me share with you. What if there's this one thought that here at Analogix. That's a company name, and what we do with our SlimPort technology is, what if your mobile device, your phone, your tablet becomes your everything? It's not only your smartphone, but your favorite apps run on it. You know how to use your apps. You've logged onto them. They're your apps for a reason, because you love using them. What if all those apps, instead of looking at it on a little 5-inch screen, could be on a 65-inch screen?
And yeah, your whole life is on our phones these days. So like you said, passwords, apps.
Exactly. And so what if this thing could become not only your device to run your favorite apps, but to play your favorite media in high quality, 4K resolution.
Oh wow, so this can play 4K
That's
resolution,
right.
Ultra
That's right.
HD, if you have the right screen.
That's right. SlimPort technology. Let me actually go into how it works. So here's there's a previous generation phone from LG, and it's called LG G4. It's capable of doing 4K video out of its micro USB port. Now, I want to caution everybody out there that not every phone supports or is capable of doing video out. If you are interested in doing video out from your mobile device, you've got to go to, in our case, go to slimport.com, click on supported devices, and make sure your device supports this. You may think it supports it because there's a common connector, but it's more than just a connector that will make all this work. You need some special chips and technology to make this all happen.
So you have to have the right phone.
You have to have the right phone, which in turn needs to have the right chips in there. In this case, they come from Analogix. But it's as simple as, if you wanted this phone to connect to the big screen, you would get something like this. We lovingly call it a dongle, but it's officially called an adapter. In this case, this is a SlimPort to HDMI adapter. If you wanted to connect this phone to a big screen and have what you see on the screen show up on the big screen at up to 4K, assuming you're attaching it to a 4K TV, all you do is plug the port in, and that's it. There's no setup. There's no going to settings, figuring out blah, blah, blah. Plug and play. One physical connection. Now, you have to plug an HDMI cable in here and then connect it to your TV, but that's it. You're up and running.
There you go.
And in fact, let me show you an example here. Here we have a new generation phone. So, to back up 1 second, this was technology that many phones still have, micro USB port. But things are happening really, really quickly now.
I told you he was passionate, guys.
Many
Come on.
phones have what's called a new standard. It's called USBC. And these are two examples of USB-C phones. This is an HTC 10. This is an Acer Jade Primo. They all have a USB-C port on it. And they're also capable of doing video out. Now, what we're showing here is yet another phone that supports video out over the USB-C port, and this is a LG G5. By the way, so for all of you out there, there's an official technical name for this video out. It's called Display Port Alternate Mode over USB-C. It's a mouthful. That's why I go, hey, Andrea, it does video out over the USB-C port. But just know there's an official way to say it.
So you basically have 3 different activations set up here at your booth. Right here is the media.
Yeah, we're showing, hey, if your phone is connected to a big screen, what can you do with it? You can play all your favorite apps on a big screen, and in this case, we're highlighting things like playing movies that you've bought and downloaded from Google Play, Netflix, DirecTV Now, 100 channels with the AT&T's DirecTV Now service of cable TV networks. It's pretty amazing. You can play games. You can watch YouTube. You can watch, what's that app that all the gamers watch? You know, it's a video streaming service.
Oh,
it starts with an S.
no, I know it.
Yeah, but I think we'll run it. Anyways, so here we have the LG G5 connected to a big screen. And before, so a couple years ago, all we did was make adapters. Now in this case, this is a SlimPort USB-C to HDMI adapter. There's only one problem, and the problem is when you connect your phone to the big screen, and you go sit down on these sofas, lovely sofas we have here, well, suppose you want to get up and, you want to change apps.
Yeah. Once you're on the couch, you don't want to get up and do that again. So you have a remote for it?
So we built more products to support what we call this use case. And in this case, we built a whole setup called the SlimPort NanoConsole, which is like a little mini dock, and then it has a little remote that sits on it. And in fact, this mini dock, the true innovation here is this touchpad remote control. So imagine you're touching your screen essentially, except it's a Bluetooth 4.0 touchpad remote control. Let me show you how it works. So here we've already had it set up where this LG G5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this mouse to wake it up, and you can see when this mouse is talking to paired and talking to connected, magically in Android a little cursor shows up, and now I can use it to swipe and look at all my different apps, except I'm not touching the screen, I'm touching this remote.
And this picture is super clear. Now, we were talking about the idea of Wi-Fi and how slow Wi-Fi is always a problem, especially with streaming. How does this help with that?
Okay, so imagine you have downloaded movies. Downloaded movies means now you're not relying on, there's a bottleneck, there's a hiccup on the internet. Now also, why is my streaming video all choppy and fuzzy? And it's clear as can be. And I'll show you, so here, I just ran, this is Google Play, and we bought a movie to just show, and you can see. Now this is not, it's not a 4K video source, so although this is a 4K TV, everything needs to be 4K in order for it to look spectacular. And in fact,
but that's still pretty incredible because it was flawless. There was no hiccup, there was no getting ready.
There's
no prep.
choppiness. It just goes. And you know how when you stream services, sometimes you want to fast forward or rewind. You do a rewind, and then the screen just freezes for 3-4 seconds because you download a movie and it's on your phone. You fast forward, you stop, you go instant. So let me show you something else because this is really cool out there. And Netflix did not pay me to do this or show this, but the latest version of the Netflix app for Android and iOS supports a downloading feature of select movies. And so here, just to show you, there's the Netflix where you can click on a movie, start streaming it. But in this case, I've downloaded some movies from Netflix. In CES, there's so many devices that are using Wi-Fi, we can't access the internet right now with any reliability or fast speed. So,
especially with the 150,000 people that are here.
Exactly. So if we were to try to watch a movie by streaming it over Netflix, it just wouldn't work. But I downloaded these, and here you go. Now currently it's only a select number of movies, but you can see I'm streaming a movie that Netflix has provided available as a download in addition to being streaming. And you can see, I want to pull it back to go back to earlier in the movie. I went right there. No pausing, no whatever.
That's pretty incredible. And I have to say, this is kind of small, so you can carry this with you. You can take it to a hotel room.
That's right.
If you need, because the internet there is terrible.
That's right.
And there are a lot of applications for this. I don't think we have time to go around your entire booth, but I know you have a few different things going on here. So tell us some other applications that we could use for the SlimPort.
So one thing, and to your point, Andrea, when you can take your phone anywhere, that means wherever there's a screen, whether it's a big screen or a computer display or a little screen, you can do other things with it besides just controlling your phone. You can use it. So in another station we have in our booth, we're showing how you can use your phone as a personal computer, as a notebook computer. All you need to do is attach it to a little adapter, attach a keyboard and a mouse via Bluetooth or even hardwired into it. That phone is connected to a big screen, and then you can start doing emails, PowerPoints, whatever else.
I think that's a really great application because especially these days, like you said, having the keyboard readily, Bluetooth available, it's easy these days. It's way easier. And we're always on our phones, whether it's notes, emails, texts. And so that's a very cool application.
Yep. So the main thing here is, imagine all these phones, and there's so many that currently support this and many, many more in the upcoming months and years that support video out at up to 4K, in the future at up to 8K. But if all these phones support video out, besides connecting to the big screen, there's one huge, very interesting development that's happening, which is how fast virtual reality and augmented reality is happening. Imagine you can take your notebook computer, your PC, your game console, your Blu-ray player, your phone, your tablet, anything that does video out, and you put on a head-mounted display, and as long as it has a USB-C port, you can plug into any of these devices that do video out on a mobile device, and all of a sudden your VR head-mounted display lights up, and you can start experiencing VR when you have any device that does VR.
So you guys have it completely covered. How much is this cost?
Well, if you want to buy a little adapter that does video out, these things range in price, but $25, $29. You can find it on Amazon, for those of you in the United States. This Bluetooth touchpad remote control also retails for $29.99. For those of you that want to get something like a little mini dock NanoConsole, it's $60. $60. Yeah. And that's the kind of pricing we're looking at. It's really a little useful accessory.
All right, and that's at SlimPort.com, correct?
That's right. If you want to learn more about this, and most importantly, if you want to find out, you got to make sure first your phone supports video out. Not all phones do that. So you can't just magically buy one of our adapters, plug in your phone just because the port looks the same, and expect video to come shooting out. It has to support this capability.
Thank you so much, Marv.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Really
Absolutely,
appreciate it.
No problem. You guys, that's Analogix, and this is Marv. Super excited, like I said about his SlimPort. You guys go check them out at SlimPort.com. I'm Andrea Fasano, and you are watching BeTerrific. We will be here all day live from CES 2017, and we'll be right back after this.
BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.